Hey guys, as promised, I'm going to tell you my worst products of 2010. There were a few, unfortunately, and a lot of them had a lot of hype originally, so I'm going to crack on and tell you. Some of these didn't necessarily come out in 2010, but I certainly bought them and started using them in 2010. First of all, my main disappointment, sorry to say, is my Sigma flat top synthetic kabuki, which is an F80. I bought this when the Sigmax range started to come out, and I thought fantastic. I loved my e.l.f. flat top for applying liquid products and cream foundations and buffing them into the skin, and I thought this would be no different. Unfortunately, if you have normal combination skin or dry skin, then this causes micro exfoliation. No matter how light a touch you have, it will cause your skin to flake and it will become very patchy. Unfortunately, I found out about this on a client. I thought that this was a shoe-in for an awesome brush, but it causes micro exfoliation, and that's something you can't fix. Once your foundation or your primer's gone on, and you use this to buff it into the skin and it causes that cakiness, you have to just take it off and start again. No matter what you put underneath it to prime it, it will always cause that unless you have just normal skin. I've also tried it for blushes. It's okay, it's not too bad. There's definitely better blushes out there. I mean, even the e.l.f. fan brush would be a better buy than this one. So, sorry Sigma, don't like this brush. First of all, the Maybelline Falsies Volume Mascara. I have a bit of a bugbear about all advertising for mascaras. I hate the way that they enhance the lashes post-production with either lash inserts or with computer generated lashes. And unfortunately, the advert for the Falsies is exactly the same. However, I do buy into that marketing, so obviously it's very good. It's got a curved brush, I don't know if you can see that. Now this is a very hard to use because it actually has a small spring. So whilst it's easy on the lashes, it's very hard to control. And I don't have the longest lashes in the world, and I've got slightly hooded lids, so it literally would I'd end up with spots all over my hard work that I'd already done. I just couldn't get on with this at all, and for a mascara, I'd rather spend the £8 and get something better, like the Big Fake mascara from Collection 2000 for £5 or so. There are definitely much better mascaras out there. And I've got another mascara, unfortunately, another much hyped product, the Aqua Smoky Lash by Make Up For Ever. Oh. Now, a lot of people love this, and I can see why. It's got quite a long handle and a nice brush. I'm afraid it's very clumpy. No matter how you use it, no matter how little product you have on it, it just gets clumpy. And as for the Aqua, I'm afraid I suffer from panda eyes, so I had a lot of expectation for this, and it didn't match it. I'm really, really sorry, Make Up For Ever, but I really didn't like this product. I have two liners that are in my worst of 2010s, and the first is a budget liquid liner. This is the Fast Stroke and Waterproof by Collection 2000, and as I've already mentioned, then I do suffer from panda eyes, so I often look for waterproof products that will stay well. Now I'm going to pop that on there. Actually, I'm going to put another layer on. I'm going to pop it on my hand, and then at the end of the video I will show you the problem with this liner. When I first saw this eyeliner, I thought to myself, what a small pot, and I wasn't too sure whether I'd actually get quite a lot of product, but you do get 4 grams in here. In comparison to the MAC Black Track, which you get 3 grams in, and it's a much bigger package. Now the problem with this is that it dries so quickly. You have to work with it quickly, and I mean at lightning speed. I'm just going to pop a little bit of your hand on my hand so you can see. Now it does stay put, don't get me wrong, and it certainly lives up to the Aqua liner. The problem is that nobody can work with it quick enough. I popped some on the back of my hand to do a client, and I traced a very small line. It took me about 2 or 3 seconds, and I went back and it was dry. So I fear that this is going to dry out before I even make a dent in the product. And if I can remember rightly, it was about £15. And for £15 I'd rather get the Blacktrack fluid line. The next is an eyelash curler. These are the Tweezerman eyelash curlers. Now I bought these this year, but this particular curler has been around for yonks. It's quite a cult product, especially in the 90s. I hate it. It really does not work. Basically you have to fit your eyelashes in this section here, and because it's open at the sides, then you don't get all of your lashes. So if you're not careful, you'll end up with some that are curled, and that curled right at the roots, and then some that aren't. It's very hard to get this whole curve. Unless this is exact shape to your eye, an exact curve of your eye, then it's very hard to get an even curl. You're better off with the mechanical eyelash curlers. I mean, these ones I just picked up from Primark, and these were £1, and they're much better than these, and I paid £5 for these. However, I do remember using these in the 90s and loving it. So maybe I've grown older and wiser in my old age for beauty products that I used to love. I certainly won't be going out and buying any more Constance Carroll now. That's that particular part of my life is over. Is the SPF 15 foundation, mineral foundation from Bare Minerals. Now this was £22. You get quite a lot of product, you get a good amount of product. However, it just doesn't do what the adverts and what the sales assistants say. You should have a flawless skin. I just end up with cakey, micro exfoliated skin. I can never work with this. I can use it with primer that's well set into my skin, a nice moisturiser that's well moisturised. It just never ever looks right. Certainly in the store when I was colour matched, then it looked good. So I've been scouring YouTube for videos on how to get it right, and I've used various brushes and techniques, and it still just doesn't quite work. So let's just come back to the eyeliners here. These are the Aqua liners, and as you can see, just by taking my cotton bud through that, then the colour comes off. And if you use it on a bride over the space of the day, that's going to come off. And then the Collection 2000, it sinks into your skin and scales away. Don't know if I can see that. So you will not, see, just rubs off. You will not get a good line that lasts all day from either of those products, or certainly the products that I received. I do try a lot of products, and all I ask for it is to live up to its expectation, what it says on the tin. These particular products didn't work for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean they won't work for you. Everybody's skin is different, and everybody's expectations of makeup is different. Well, I hope you found that interesting, and I will see you guys in the next video where you can learn how to do this look that I'm wearing now. And see you in the next video. Take care guys, big hugs.